Hey Aries, welcome to your extended for August 2019. Welcome to Glow in the Dark Tarot. So let's kick it. So Aries, in your other video for August, your first video for August actually, one theme that I said was that it seems like you're the person that everyone goes to about everything this month. So anytime anyone has any drama, they come to you. Anytime anyone needs any advice, they come to you, right? I think the what I'm gonna name this video for you extended is like Dr. Phil or not. Like, are you feeling that vibe? Like, everyone just thinks like you're their own personal therapist, and I think that you're a little bit frustrated right now. With just where you are and perhaps a little bit with how things are going. The King of Swords in reverse being clarified by the Death card in reverse. I think you're a little bit frustrated. Just like internally, I kind of feel like there's like this sense of frustration bubbling up from the surface with you. But again, I think also one thing I mentioned in your other video is that I think you, for the most part, are just trying to keep the peace. So whether or not you're trying to keep the peace with people around you, whether or not you're trying to keep the peace with just like yourself, I really feel like you don't feel like really dealing with things that are past the surface level. I don't feel like you feel like dealing with the details or, getting deeper on things. I do kind of feel like you are avoiding some things that you feel, some true things that you feel. I do feel like you possibly are around a lot of negative people or toxic energy, whether it's within yourself or within your friend group. But I also really feel like you either don't see it or you don't really care. Okay? So, let's see. So the first card that's clarified in the spread is the Queen of Cups in reverse, clarified by the Page of Cups. Three of Swords is clarifying the Five of Cups in reverse. Queen of Swords in reverse, clarifying the Two of Pentacles. So I definitely feel like you're just worried about work. You're worried about focusing on keeping things afloat. I feel like you want to be playful, or you want to have like this light spiritedness about you, regardless of things that are going on around you. Like I said, I think that you are the person that has to deal with a lot of other people's crap. I feel like you're kind of like the dumping ground. But then I also feel like you avoid dealing with your own crap. And I feel like that crap is there, but you're not dealing with it. You're either not paying attention to it, or you don't really notice the loss of it, or you don't really feel any kind of way about it. And I don't really think that you're interested in feeling any kind of way about anything personal that might be going on. I don't, and I said something for Scorpio where I felt like they were in the process of processing, or they weren't quite in the process of processing their emotions, if that makes sense. Like, they weren't there yet. They were just in a period of just trying to move forward and move on with what they were going through. And later on, they will process what's happening with them. But I don't think that you are even aware that you need to process this, or I really don't think you're trying. I really don't think you want to. I think you're more interested in keeping things surface level, and I think you're more interested in just keeping everything flowing, keeping everyone happy. I think that's where you're finding your comfort. I think that's where you're finding what you want to focus on. And I think I said in your other video too that you need to be careful with that, because that could come and bite you in the butt. because at some point you are going to have to deal with this stuff. Now, you have the Ace of Swords in the upright, being clarifying, the Three of Pentacles. So yeah, like, you definitely do want to work. You definitely do want to focus on those collaborations that you have. You want things to keep going with that. Like, you're open for ideas. You're open for the new things with that. You're open to that work aspect. I do think part of you is just concerned with work. I don't really think you're too focused on anything else. The Death card in the reverse clarifying the King of Swords in the reverse. Like I said in the other video, there is something that you are frustrated about. There is something that you're not quite happy or content with that you don't have in your life yet. Even though you feel like you're doing the right thing by focusing on work, by keeping things surface level, by not going deeper with things, and by trying to make everyone happy or just appease everything and everyone, there is something about that is leaving you not satisfied. And you are still dealing with that, but avoiding that at the same time. Okay? There's something that you're holding on to. There's something that you're holding back from. And somehow or another, you're allowing that to not let you move forward or to grow or even to grow up. I think that you are focused on whatever institutions you are in, whether it be school, whether it be work, whatever thing that I think you are looking for, your promise of security, your promise of a Ten of Pentacles in the upright. You have not lost your faith in it. You are still looking to it for, it to be the answer to all your present questions, or, all the things that you want. And whether this is representative of a person or a career aspect, you haven't lost faith in this. However, you are relying on this to someday hopefully get you that fulfillment that you want, whether that's with your money, whether that's with your career, or with your love life. I don't think that you are spiritually in tuned. I don't think that you feel that things are going in your favor. I don't think that you feel that things are in your control. I think you just kind of let things happen as they happen, and then you just kind of deal with them as you have to deal with them. I think that you are around a lot of toxic energy. I think perhaps yourself, you might be toxic, if that's a possibility. And I don't mean to attack you or anything, but sometimes, people do. We ourselves can have toxic things within us. But I also don't think that you want to fight it. I also don't think that you feel like it's anything you have to pay attention to. Yeah, like, you don't really feel like carrying any burdens that you feel like you don't have to. I feel like you just kind of like want to skim over stuff and move forward anyway. I feel like you're doing this bystander effect with your own life, Aries. I feel like you're doing this bystander effect with other people in your life, and I feel like you're doing it with yourself. Yeah, the Strength card clarifying the Knight of Cups. You're very confident in yourself. You're very confident in your ability to move on. But again, the Nine of Swords being clarified by the King of Wands in reverse. You're still stuck. You're still worried. There's still that thing that is begging you to pay attention to it. whether it's with yourself or it's with someone else or the people around you. You have the world card being clarified by the judgment card in the reverse. There's something that you're not seeing. There's some type of growth that you're avoiding or that you're not paying attention to. And I think the universe is kind of like, okay, well, I'll wait. I'll wait for you. It's going to happen. You might not think it's fair. You might not understand it. But I'll wait. Eight of Swords being clarified about the Ten of Cups. Yeah, I mean, like, you're focused on keeping things surface level. You're focused on appeasing everyone else. You're focused on making everyone else happy and just having everything flow. You're just like, okay, whatever, let's just move on. And I wonder if that's offering you a false sense of happiness. I wonder if that's, showing you this false sense of security, of everything's okay, if I really don't pay attention, if I turn the other way, if I really don't question things, if, I just kind of go with everything, if I believe everything that everyone tells me, everything should be fine. If I just keep myself ignorant to things and keep myself blind, everything should be okay, right? That leaves you in a place where you're stuck. That leaves you in a place where you're not able to move forward. Not in the way that you want to. Not really. Not deep down. I kind of feel like you're playing a mind game with yourself. You think you're moving forward. You think you're keeping the peace. You think you're appeasing everyone else. You think a quick band-aid would be a quick and easy fix. But it's just going to leave you stuck. And at some point, that shit's going to fall down. At some point, that shit's going to fall down, Aries. Whatever this is. So if this is love, whatever that conversation you're avoiding having, however your partner is, if they are abusive, if they don't take care of you, if they don't listen to you, but you're just trying to keep the peace, if this is work, your boss doesn't treat you right, your coworkers don't treat you right, but if you're the boss and your coworkers aren't getting along and there's some serious shit that they've been telling you that's been going on, and you're just like, that's not a big deal. I don't want to worry about it. I don't want to fight. That tower is going to fall down. At some point, you are either going to break under the pressure of having to be other people's Dr. Phil, or you're going to break under the pressure of not being your own Dr. Phil. Why is it that, maybe for this month, for some reason, you are willing to deal with other people's shit, but you can't deal with your own? And then even if you are going to deal with other people's shit, you don't want to really tell them the truth or pick sides, or, you don't really want to see things for what they are. It's kind of like you're putting a blanket over the bullshit. And as much as you want to not feel frustrated, as much as you're trying your best to not be a little bit impatient, because you aren't quite at that Ten of Pentacles state in the upright yet. Perhaps you were putting your faith in the wrong things. But as much as you want that, the way you're going about it, Aries, is not going to lead you anywhere but to a tower moment eventually, into a place where you are just kind of confused and uncertain. And possibly going with the flow in the wrong way. Just kind of blasé about everything. So I don't mean to attack you, Aries. Don't mean to make you feel triggered. But I wouldn't be doing you a service if I wasn't honest with you. And I wouldn't be doing you a service if I wasn't telling you that you are going to have to confront yourself at some point. And whether it's things about yourself, whether it's things about other people, whether it's things about your inability to speak up for some reason. Aries, I know you can speak up. I know you can get angry. But you really try not to get angry, I feel like, sometimes. Or like you get angry and then like you're over it in like 5 seconds. But there's something you're avoiding. And whether that's with yourself or with other people, whether it's with your lover, whether it's with your job or your career, whether it's with your money, you're avoiding something. And you need to stop, because it's going to come back and bite you in the ass. I wouldn't be doing you a service if I wasn't honest with you. I haven't started doing love readings yet. I was thinking about starting to do love readings, and I was thinking about starting to do personals. Even then, I'm not going to lie to you. Face yourself. That's what you need to do for this month. Face yourself. Don't be afraid to see things for what they are. And don't try to make things something that they're not. And play yourself and think that this is what you have. Cut the bullshit out with you and with other people, Aries. I think I'm going to give you guys a bonus because I feel kind of bad. I feel like I've dragged you guys throughout this whole video. And I love Aries. Y'all are awesome. I just don't want you to be taken advantage of by the people around you. And that's really where I'm coming from with this reading. But it's up to you. Dr. Phil or not. Okay? Okay, Aries. This was your extended for August 2019. Again, thank you for tuning into Glow in the Dark Tarot. Please feel free to leave me thumbs up, thumbs down if you like this video. Please feel free to leave me a comment. Seriously, I don't care, if it's a mean comment. It would be nice if it's a nice comment, but please feel free to leave me a comment. I really want to know what you guys think and what you're feeling and what's going on with you guys. Please feel free to click the subscribe button. If this reading resonated with you, great. If it did not, that's fine too. There are other readers out there in the YouTube universe that you can check out. They're all great. Feel free to check those readers out until you find a reading that resonates with you. Again, thank you for tuning in to Glow in the Dark Tarot. You may be one of the signs that do a bonus for, so look out for that. I'll see you later, Aries. Love you. Bye.